iPhone is always the most anticipated phone of the year. The iPhone 13 was launched in September, just 4 months ago, and with its launch, we saw some of the biggest upgrades the iPhone had since the iPhone X. Now it's time for the iPhone 14. And although it might seem like the iPhone 13 was just launched yesterday, we've already got a significant amount of information on the iPhone 14. From leaks to renders, there's a lot to cover on this upcoming beauty, so without further ado, let's dive right in. Lineup and display size. First up, we have the size. Let's be honest, Apple's naming scheme hasn't really been the easiest to understand, and when it came to pronunciation, the XS Max suffered. Was it XS or was it XS? We'll never know. This year, Apple has decided to make it even more confusing. There's rumored to be a new size option in the iPhone 14 lineup called the iPhone 14 Max. It's going to be the same display size as the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but without any of the Pro capabilities. This one is for the people that wanted the larger display size of the Pro version, but weren't willing to shell out an extra $200 to $300 for it. The iPhone 14 will have inferior hardware, but as we've seen with the iPhone 13 mini, Apple does a pretty good job of optimizing the phone even if its hardware isn't bleeding edge. The updated line would then consist of the iPhone 14, the iPhone 14 Pro, iPhone 14 Max, and finally, the iPhone 14 Pro Max. The exact display size is rumored to be 6.7 inches for the iPhone 14 Max and iPhone 14 Pro Max, and 6.1 inches for the iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Pro, according to Mac Rumors. Talking about the mini, this would be a good time to mention that there's not going to be a mini version anymore. Yes, you heard that right. The iPhone 14 lineup is not going to have the mini version. This is because of bad sales with the previous mini versions. Although the iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone 13 mini were the best deals that Apple offered, they both had surprisingly bad sales, and now Apple has just decided to discontinue it. Next up, we've got the much-awaited camera redesign. Front-facing camera redesign.